Hey traders, it's Steve from the Stock Index Trading Room, and I want to promote an event that we're going to have. I'm going to share a little demonstration about what we're going to be looking at. We're going to do a live online event on Wednesday, January the 26th at 4:30 p.m. East Coast time in the United States. And in that, we're going to cover a topic, pinpointing market entries that we use in a room using advanced order flow methods, and show you some new things that we've done. Let's go ahead and get this. If you've never seen this or read this, please pause the video, do that, and then come back and join us. As a setup, order flow and price action, my belief and most successful traders' belief, one single concept lies at the heart of all successful trading, short-term trading, and that is price almost always tends to, you can insert adjectives if you want, price follows order flow. We could state it differently: order flow leads price. Either way, when we use order flow to guide our trading, we find ourselves in front of future price movement most of the time. I'm going to show you how our members are doing it in the room. And then in the event, we'll talk a little bit about momentum to find the areas in market structure that are likely to move more quickly in our favor. Right place, right time type of trading. So all of the tools, everything that we have and concept that we use in a room capitalizes on reading order flow to get in front of price action. So if you have questions, go to our website or shoot me an email, either one, support@stockindextradingroom.com. If you're watching this on YouTube and are not on our mailing list, you can shoot me an email and request a registration link. You will need to register. I will let you know most of our events do fill up. We have 100 seats, and most of the time we fill that up. So if this is something that is of interest to you, we would encourage you to go ahead. We respect your time. We get started exactly at 4:30, and we go pretty quick and pretty concise, and to respect your time. So we'd love for you to come and look. If the next 3 or 4 minutes, if this intrigues you, then we invite you to come and be our guest and look and let us show you the changes, the improvements that have been made in the Stock Index Trading Room since you last heard from us. So email, website, go check us out. Wednesday, go ahead and register, and we'd love to have you here. Now, a couple of changes. One, we have adjusted our background color change to work with smart momentum, and we're not going to go into a lot of detail about smart momentum, but one of the things that I will point out is that you see green bars on green backgrounds now are very relevant. Red bars on red backgrounds are relevant. And then we use other factors to stack the probabilities in our favor. Okay. So we have upgraded the Renko bars that we're using to Smart Super Renkos, and they have the capability of reading tick replay, so we can go back and see what went on at any time that we would like, and it replays the bar and the indicators tick per tick, super fast. It's Rob Mitchell, World Cup trading champion, developed all of this. He worked off and on for 4 years on the upgrade from Trapped Trader Oscillator to what you're looking at now. So in the webinar on Wednesday, we're going to work with this middle panel. I'm going to move this, but I didn't want people that trade this to think, you know, this is our bread and butter signal right here. We call this a weak Batman. You can see Batman's ears are lower on the right than left. Order flow has turned negative. Now we're going to look at this situation, and it gives us one full standard better than random for success. So it would take a 70% trade and make it 80, or an 80% trade and make it 90, because we're moving further and further away from random or guessing when we enter. This is our bread and butter trade, and we had an error on the right side of this for our members. This chart, by the way, is from Thursday. I'm recording this Friday morning, the week before. So I think today's the 21st. This would have been the 20th. Yes, the 20th. Friday market open. All of our indicators, system, method refined, tested, and traded by World Cup trading champion Rob Mitchell. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how we're using, this is simply called Trapped Trader Oscillator needle bars. I'm going to go ahead and get this out of our eye. We're going to focus on this. This is a room favorite, and actually a trader favorite, because it trades and it reads price action. Okay. And most traders, when they trade, focus up here rather than here. Okay. Now, master traders know if you have indicators that can read, in our case, order flow, support and resistance, then we're going to be on the right side of future market movement way more than half the time, but a majority of the time. And so each needle bar is representative of a bar on the chart, and it shows us what went on during the formation of each individual bar. So it's pretty spectacular stuff. And briefly, here's what we do. I'm not going to teach this now. We're going to go into some detail on Wednesday, and we want you to come. But basically what we're doing is we're watching these needle bars form, and I'm going to show you what that looks like in a minute, real time, live. And as these bars are forming, we're watching our needle bars form. And what Rob noted early in his trading career was the market needs to trap and then hook all day, every day. Trap and hook, trap and hook, trap and hook, trap and hook, all day. Trap and hook. Okay. And so the needle bars are representing, and you'll see in a minute live, this is representing what's going on inside a certain bar. So we look at this situation and we can see there's some selling coming in, and then it closes back up above. Well, that tells us on this bar, the people that were selling that failed, we fire back above. This is price action, support and resistance. We fire back above support. That's highly, 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 highly likely to continue. So what I'm going to point out is when you see our blue needle bar close above our green line, we're using this for structure denotation, the market tends to go up. When they're pink, it tends to go down. When they're blue, it tends to go up. Whoop, excuse me. Tends to go up. So, and we just follow that all day, every day in the room. And then we have signals. One that we like is when we're closed above support and resistance, and we come back into the zone and hook and trap unsuspecting traders on the wrong side, and then order flow still remains up. Well, these people are going to get bamboozled, and you can see it did that. In fact, we had an arrow on this. We had a spectacular opening situation, and we had an arrow on this green bar. We had an arrow on this Batman. Okay. Needle bar fires through two zones below the pink line. The fact that the pink line is above the white midpoint is incredibly relevant. You'll start to notice that when we get below it, we tend to rotate up. When we get above it, we tend to rotate down. It's just another side benefit of what we use. So, but needle bar comes into structure and then traps traders on the wrong side here, and away we go. Okay, so we like when it comes into the zone and it leaves when that's on a reversal bar. This tests very, very, very well for big moves. And as you know, I can show you there's lots and lots of patterns, but I'll continue just to thumb through this as I get to our live our live look in a minute. Highly continuation. So if you'd traded this green bar reversal, green below, we like that. You would have, you know, maybe moved your stop or added to, or if you've taken a small profit, you know, whatever, however you want to manage that to your own liking. It's here for you. Here's another really nice example. You know, every time we get a big wick, the sellers are trying to protect this pivot and this pivot. Boom, 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 boom. They lose. And you can see how quickly we're trading with momentum. You can see how quickly that works. So we're finding these all day, every day. This was an error we had in the room. We had this look. Our smart dynamic zone is above our midpoint line. This tells us just tells us that order flow is top heavy, and 85% of the time we're going to rotate down, and then we get a needle bar that encompasses a red dot and a green dot. Boom, and away we go. And we had this error for our members on the chart. So let's do this. That's enough of that. We're going to come over here and we're going to look for a minute, and you'll be able to see if the market will move any for me. You'll be able to see this needle bar work in and out of the zone. So if we're anticipating something and we see this needle bar fire all the way through here and close, we come all the way, we hook all of this, we hook all of these orders and close above. Order flow is up. These people are bamboozled, and we're getting a read that is in fact the case, you know, in a nice 3 or 4 point move, however you would have traded that. So, but that's in slow motion. The market wasn't moving a minute ago. That's funny. But anyway, this is what it looks like. And you can see how we know before the bar prints, are we going to be above zone? Are we going to be in a situation, if you want one indication, are we going to be above the zone? Well, and we did. We fired above the zone. If you want 2 indications, you would look for some other things. And again, we teach these principles in the room. So I'm going to scroll back over here to our intro page. A lot of data yet, and having big ranges, which is just spectacular. So come join us Wednesday, the 26th. If you have questions, stockindextradingroom.com, or shoot me an email, support@stockindextradingroom.com. If you're not on our mailing list, send me an email. I will send you the link so you can register and come. And again, we start precisely at 4:30. We will respect your time. We look forward to seeing the people that are looking for better results. We look forward to having you as our guest, and we'll spend 25 or 30 minutes on this and show you some of the uses that we have and see if this makes sense. So on behalf of World Cup trading champion Rob Mitchell, I'm Steve, moderator of the Stock Index Trading Room, and we look forward to seeing you next Wednesday.